Talkapolis, the social media TV network for your city.
I'm Jeff Cornwall, and this is the Entrepreneurial Mind. My guest today is Tom Haarlander with Arciplex. We'll be back to talk with Tom in a moment.
Highland Hills, a multicultural, diversified funeral home supporting the entire Davidson County community. Visit our website at www.highlandhillsfuneralhome.com or call us at 615-650-5555.
Well, Tom, thanks for coming in today.
Absolutely. Excited to be here.
So, full disclosure, you and I have spent a little bit of time together in the past.
Yeah.
You were a student in our program, and at that time had a different business going than you have today.
Yes.
So, talk a little bit about Arciplex. What exactly is that business?
Arciplex, it's evolved since being in class, but now it's really a design and creativity company where people come to us with their ideas, and we get to actually make it with them. It's evolved from just making medical devices into a custom shop where anyone with a great idea.
Because when I was first working with you, that's all you were doing were medical devices.
Yeah.
And fairly non-traditional medical devices.
That's correct.
And kind of how did you talk about that transition of the business model? What kind of led you to think that what you were doing may not be the best path and there was a better path? And kind of talk about that evolution, because a lot of businesses go through that.
Yeah, and really what we discovered internally lately is that it's just not that much fun to crank out widgets and just make only medical devices. And that's what was at the core of it. But as far as a business model goes, we started making devices for companies and then continued to make it for just one company or organization. And that really didn't give us much growth opportunity because we just continued to feed into one sales outlet. So what we had to do is then look at what we were good at as a team, and we were able to span from there.
And so what you're good at is?
We've really been able to find out that we're good at making things, and we have fun making things, and our team enjoys it and is passionate about it, and that's, now that we see that, we're just focusing on that.
So give an example, because a specific example of someone who came to you recently and how you've walked them through that process.
Just last week, we were with someone. They'd worked for Sears for almost 10 years. And they worked in the curtains department, and she had this idea, and she always had this idea. She knew she had the best way to clip the curtains and to hold them back that they just don't sell. And everybody came in with this problem, and she had it, and she built it at home, but she didn't know how to make it and actually bring it to market. She came to us, she flew in, we had her in a little
So how did she find out about you?
Everything right now has been word of mouth and referrals from current customers.
Okay.
So we haven't marketed being a
So she heard
shop.
about you somehow.
Yep.
And flew in from where?
Delaware.
Okay.
Yep. And since then, we all just kind of sat in as a team, thought about the idea, tossed around how we can make it better, everything like that. And it's developed over since then, but now, we've kind of culminated and got together and with engineers, designers, and figured out what that device is going to be. And now we're going through the 3D modeling, prototyping process, and then she can go sample it and, make the company that she's always dreamed about.
So you help from prototyping, design, manufacturing. Do you also help with the marketing, or is that more up to the customers?
Yeah, we've supported with the marketing just because the initial company that I started, as we were talking about, was only a marketing company, and that's a lot of our team members is their backgrounds in that. So we have a strong skill set there, and but that's really not what we're focusing on anymore, because we can still use those same capabilities and apply it towards just the devices itself.
Now, when you and I were chatting the other day, you seemed to have a bit of an epiphany about culture.
Yeah, I never got it.
Yeah, I remember some of those discussions
Yeah.
where you'd roll your eyes and go, whatever.
I never understood what culture was. I thought it was a complete waste of time, actually. I only thought about the business model. The business model was all that matters. And at the core of
selling.
selling, yeah.
Right.
So that's all I ever thought about. And I don't know, we were in a CEO group discussion with you, and you were talking about hiring new people, and it just dawned on me that I had no idea what I was doing at all. I was terrified. I was sick to my stomach
Because you were
for days.
about to hire an engineer.
Yeah, hiring on someone, moving in from,
Wait, I made you sick to your stomach?
Yes, yeah.
I'm sorry. Probably not the first time I did
Yeah,
that either.
no, class was hard.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all right, you move on. But he's moving in from out of state to join the team. Moving a family, just all that. A lot of stuff that I've never even dealt with, bringing on people. I'm looking at health insurance policies. I never thought about it. And then having someone with us all the time as part of the team, like what is that environment going to be like? And
that's called culture.
Yes. But I didn't like how people just
Right.
treat culture like a to-do list, which is all I've really paid attention to in the past.
Right.
I thought it was fluff on top of a business,
Right.
and that's not what it is. It's who you
Well,
are
it
as a
can
team.
be.
It can be. A lot of companies do it, and that's
Right.
why I don't like it.
Right.
Or the word culture, I don't know what I'm going to refer to it as yet, but rather our environment, and it's just who we are, how we interact, and why we love doing what we
And
do.
you realized bringing this engineer in, he had to fit.
Exactly.
So how did you figure that out? How did you assess fit, and how do you think you're going to assess fit going forward?
I was really trying to think about, as we had spoken about, strategy of what just the strategy of our company, and it's creating fun products that someone had an idea that we can move forward with. So this person had to enjoy making products. So after trial and error of interviewing people, finally
Because
realized
some engineers can be a little dry and a little bit mechanical.
they can just sit there
Yeah.
doing their work, not interact with people,
Right.
and
be very happy.
love it.
Right.
And that's not who we're looking for. So we decided this person had to enjoy making products. It's what they're going to do every single day. It's what they're going to talk to our customers about. They have to enjoy making stuff. So, in the conversations, we had to find out from them, do you enjoy making stuff, without directly asking
Because
them.
if you ask them that, they're going to say,
Of course I do.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
I need a job. So
Yeah,
of course
exactly. And they couldn't have just made stuff at work, because of course you're an engineer, that's what you do. So I wanted people who did this at home for fun. Like, how many things did you do outside? What do you make in your spare time? Stuff like that. And people who make up little trinkets, little devices, just to make it, that's who we're looking for, and that's who we found.
And did you do anything to see if the personality fit as well?
Yeah, we did. We did the traditional DISC analysis,
Right.
but I'm not going to get anything from a piece of paper and charts. And, he seemed like the right fit, but that's not enough. We brought him into Nashville, had a casual lunch, hung out, and then there's this new company called the Nashville Escape Game. If you haven't gone, go. It's awesome. And they lock you in a room, literally, they lock you in a room, and you have to figure out how to get out. They have all different, puzzles and clues and all this kind of
So
stuff.
you interviewed an engineer in a locked room.
Yes, yeah. It totally thrown him off his game.
Right.
He was ready to answer
And you had
questions.
your whole team in the room with
The
him.
whole team. And we had never done it together, so it was really, how are we going to work as a team to figure out these different patterns and clues to figure out how we can get out of there. And it was an absolute blast. We did good. We're thinking quick, going back and forth, trying to bounce off each other, and luckily it worked out. But we really saw a lot come out of this specific individual that we wouldn't have otherwise, and just on their toes, acting, reacting, and seeing who they really are. And that was fun.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
Well, let's get you back sometime soon. We're out of time right now, but
Absolutely.
we'll come back and see how things are progressing very soon.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Tom.
Appreciate it.